So, guys, welcome to the Slip Cordon. As you can see, I have switched my side from RCB to Mumbai Indians. This is because RCB can't perform when it matters the most. Today, they had to secure a win to get into the top two, but they bottled just like Rajasthan have been doing the entire season. And to add to that, they won't have Lungi Nagidi going forward into the season. They won't have Romero Shepherd. They won't have Tim David now because he'll be injured. And they won't be having the same Virat Kohli that was there uh, pre this season. He doesn't look hungry for runs anymore or hungry for playing Test cricket. So
We
not
own
the
Virat
same.
Kohli.
Not the same Virat Kohli. Rajat Patidar is kind of injured, not being there as captain on the field. And obviously, you got to see the captain Jitesh Sharma today. Mind boggling stuff. You've got Virat Kohli. You choose to have Jitesh Sharma as your captain. And in RCB, in their fast bowling, in absence of Josh Hazelwood, they have got India's best ever fast bowler, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who is containing runs like he's done never before. So with that, let's start this video. रेहान आज आपने मैच देखा उन्होंने 132 पे रिस्ट्रिक्ट किया सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद को
232.
अच्छा ऐसा है क्या ईशान किशन बहुत गंदा खेले अभिषेक शर्मा और ट्रेविस हेड बहुत कूट कूट के उन्होंने रन मारे भुवनेश्वर कुमार ने 5 विकेट लिए और और तो मैं क्या ही बोलूं विराट कोहली ने टेस्ट रिटायरमेंट वापस ले ली this would have been all good and true in a different world, but today SRH dominated and they dominated quite perfectly. Uh, they were there in the match, but क्या गलत गया आप बताएं मैंने बहुत बोल लिया अब
See, today is a game that RCB have been exposed. See, if on a wicket like this you gave away 232 runs, there is something seriously wrong with the bowling that went about. There were players who were not in form, जिनको आपने form में लेके आया. You saw Ishan Kishan amongst the runs. The last time he scored those many runs was in the first match
करेक्ट
that he played. So, मतलब यही है कि the bowling was all over the place. And as you rightly mentioned, Phil Salt won't be available. I don't think that injury to Tim David would be that serious.
he's
But
got an hamstring injury
Phil Salt will hurt them for sure.
करेक्ट
Definitely, he is going to be a player that they can't replace. Uh, but see, I'll give you a stat. In 18 years of the IPL, RCB have not chased more than 206.
and 200 also only twice
So today, the teams that would be looking at RCB, they have a very clear mindset that if we are going to bat first, we'll try and outbat the opposition. And the bowling actually seemed very weak today.
करेक्ट सो कुश सॉरी कार्तिक आपसे बात करेंगे फर्स्टली वेलकम टू द पॉडकास्ट आफ्टर अ वाइल मैं सिर्फ आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा फ्रॉम सनराइजर्स पर्सपेक्टिव ऑब्वियसली दे आर आउट ऑफ द सीजन एलिमिनेटेड बट स्टिल you support Hyderabad for personal reasons, but apart from that too, let's just concentrate on their performances in the second half, especially after they've been back. And Lucknow seems to be kind of a home ground for them. They've been winning more than they are winning at Hyderabad.
I think certain locations just give some kind of a boost to certain teams, and perhaps Lucknow is that weird lucky charm for Hyderabad. And no, I'm not a Hyderabad fan. I am an RCB fan. ये फालतू बातें मत करो, please. But yeah, and today I think RCB failed a test. It was a test to see whether they have it in themselves to show the kind of intent that is required that Rohit Sharma did a couple of years ago. And it was a test of character, and I think they have failed it very badly.
So the question that I asked you was about the performance of Sunrisers Hyderabad, and the answer you gave was of Royal Challengers Bangalore. Maybe that is the issue with you that if a person is asking you a question, you are answering something else.
Yeah, because I don't want to address anything about SRH. They had nothing to lose, and
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, when you're already at the bottom end of the table, there isn't
So,
anything to do. But
so
and I
on
guess
your
they
way,
it
yeah, yeah. Go on, go on.
after the war, there has been some kind of a rejuvenated spirit in SRH that they just want to show ki, हाँ, कुछ तो हो गया था पहले, but now it is still a team that can do things, but
See,
too late now.
on your behalf, I just like to say that the positives for Hyderabad after the stoppage of the IPL have been the return of form for Ishan Kishan, Pat Cummins taking the new ball and picking up wickets up front, and the resurgence, if I can say, of the opening pair. Abhishek Sharma has got onto a brilliant form. Maybe that can translate into something special for the Indian team, but that's still a long way to go. But one thing that I am quite worried about is Mohammad Shami. He's not been playing any matches in the IPL. He's got a few fitness issues and he might not be selected for the Indian Test team as well. So we can discuss that later. But a lot of positives going into the next season for their auction strategy as well. So with that, let's move on to the points table. RCB took a heavy toll on their net run rate, and now they're placed at number three position below the Punjab Kings. RCB obviously have like just made it even difficult for them to qualify for the top two. Even if they win, they would now need GT to lose their last game, Punjab to win one or lose two. So now it's again that calculator kind of a situation. I don't know how RCB managed to get themselves in this type of a situation every time. But apart from that, let's move on to tomorrow's match. It's Punjab versus Delhi. Rehan, आपसे शुरू करेंगे. A very important match in the context of the playoffs. DC have been eliminated, but they have a point to prove, and Akshay Patel did not play the last match. वो अब वापस आएंगे कैप्टेंसी वापस लेंगे फैफ डुप्लेसी से, और वो जो मिसिंग पोजीशन थी, जो बैलेंस वो देते हैं साइड को, वो पूरा करेंगे. आगे बताएं.
Important for Punjab, I would say, because see, they require at least one win to get into that top two spot,
करेक्ट.
and doing that against Mumbai would be a little difficult because Mumbai are someone that have been in form. Defeating them would be a little tricky. So they should look at tomorrow's game as somewhat of a key to the top two, and definitely for players to be back in form. Delhi, to again see, Akshar Patel is a key player, both
करेक्ट.
with bat and ball. They definitely missed him in the last game. Uh, Bowling wise, he might come in the power play, and it will be an interesting battle if he comes up against Priyan Sharia. That would be something that I look
करेक्ट.
forward to. Uh, but yeah, Punjab should go on to win that game tomorrow.
कार्तिक, आपको क्या लगता है दिल्ली का जो परफॉर्मेंस इस सीजन रहा है, स्पेशली आफ्टर द फर्स्ट सीजन, इट हैज बीन अ सडन डिक्लाइन. बट आपको क्या लगता है कल क्या केएल राहुल के लिए एक फाइनल चांस होगा इंडियन टीम सिलेक्टर्स को दिखाने के लिए कि ही स्टिल अ गुड चॉइस इन द इंडियन T20 टीम? क्या लगता है दिल्ली का स्ट्रैटेजी क्या रहेगा? वुड दे लाइक टू गो आउट ऑन अ हाई?
I think any team would want to go out on a high, and yes, KL Rahul has a lot of things to prove to the selectors that is there, but I still don't think they'll be able to cross that line.
So, do you think that this season somehow the absence of Mitchell Stark and everything has obviously haunted them, but they should next year build on onto something more, maybe a bit more uh, uh, like money should be spent on buying better players in terms of bowling, because Mukesh Kumar and T Natarajan are not the sort of bowlers that you would bank on in the absence of Mitchell Stark, and Dushmantha Chamira as well has not been that consistent as a backup foreign overseas bowler.
Yeah, well, better squad planning can help. Yeah, but having said that, Mitchell Stark is a big loss, and in any team that he would walk into. So I understand that the absence of Stark did play a role in Delhi's momentum, but uh, I I mean there is so much you can talk about in hindsight that Scott should have been planned better. This could have happened. Like we can also talk about end to end that sorry, we can also talk if the IPL hadn't been suspended, maybe Delhi would have had a better momentum and things could have been better. So in hindsight, saying that squad planning could have been better, I don't think that is exactly the correct way to go. But yes, more balanced approach towards planning a squad is definitely something that they should keep in mind next time, I guess.
So, Rehan and Karthik, who are your players to watch out for and who do you think will win? That too, you've already mentioned. Players to watch out for? One from each side.
Priyan Sharia and Kuldeep Yadav.
Karthik.
I think KL Rahul and I think Shreyas Iyer only. Right. I don't see anyone else trying to make a difference here.
So, for me, it would be Yuzvendra Chahal, and from Delhi, it would be. I would like to see Faf Duplessis because I know that I won't get to see him since a uh, since a very long time after this match. And my team to win would be Delhi Capitals. Yesterday, I had told
Mhm.
Sunrisers Hyderabad will win, and they did win. So uh, right now, whatever I'm saying is becoming true. So hopefully,
Right
DC
now.
can win,
Yes.
Punjab can lose, and then Mumbai can go on to be in the top two. That's my fairy tale dream. But that's it, guys, from us in this video. We'll be back with our co-host Kush for another video tomorrow. Tomorrow we go live during the announcement of the Indian Test squad. Please be there. We shall also be there giving you live updates about the same. Thank you.